If you're using this or this, but you'd rather self-host your automations in your own Homelab, stick around, I have a solution for you. Hey there, Homelabbers and self-hosters, Rich here. Automating can save you a ton of time in repetitive tasks. In the past, I've used Zapier, and before that, Activepieces to automate things like pushing YouTube video releases to Discord, Twitter, Facebook, and so on. For the most part, those platforms worked great, though Activepieces always seemed to break, and Zapier costs money. So I started looking for a self-hosted alternative that I could run and maintain in my own Homelab, and folks, I found one and it's great. Full disclosure, this video is not sponsored in any way. I found Activepieces while trying to find a self-hosted alternative, and I'm here to show you how to get it up and running, and we'll build out an automation.
Activepieces is an open-source business automation software designed to integrate various business functions such as marketing, sales, and operations. It offers features like scaling business with AI, automating lead journeys, centralizing notifications across platforms like Slack, Telegram, and Discord, and enhancing productivity by automating tasks in productivity and project management tools. The software supports a wide range of apps and services, allowing for the creation of custom automations to streamline various business processes. Put in more human terms, Activepieces allows you to take information from one source, manipulate it as needed, and send it through to something else. Software like this is incredibly useful for automating different types of processes and tasks between software that may not work together natively.
Activepieces offers their service as a cloud solution similar to Zapier, where you can pay them to run your automations there. Or you can run Activepieces in a container in your Homelab like I'm doing.
Building out your automation, or flows as Activepieces calls them, is done through their web-based Flow Builder GUI, which follows a very similar design approach to both Zapier and Activepieces, making it easy for you to build out your automations and visually see how they flow between each step in the automation. You can get as complicated or simple as your flows need to be, with support for branches and loops, and everything is drag and drop. Pieces are pre-built components that make connecting to different services very easy for people who don't have coding experience. Activepieces currently has 157 different pre-built templates or pieces available right now, and as far as I can tell, they're all available in both their cloud service and locally as well.
All right, let's go ahead and create our local Activepieces containers, get the service up and running in Docker on an Ubuntu Linux 2204 VM, and then build out an example automation that sends YouTube video notifications to a Discord channel. If you're planning on following along, you'll need Docker running on something, preferably Linux, since we'll be doing this all via the command line for you to follow along. Let's get going.
We're going to be following the Activepieces installation instructions, which are incredibly easy to do, and we'll be leaving a link to the instructions in the description so you can quickly get to them if you run into any issues. Activepieces can be installed either via single Docker command or via Docker Compose. The single Docker command is the quickest and easiest way to get up and running, but is intended to be used for testing. For production purposes, Activepieces recommends deploying using Docker Compose, so that's the way we're going to do it. Our first step is to clone the Activepieces repository onto our Docker host. To do this, we'll type in git clone, followed by the repository's URL of https:/activepieces/activepieces.git and hit enter. Alright, now that's finished, we'll need to enter the Activepieces directory we cloned. So we'll type in cd activepieces and hit enter. The next step here for us is to run the Activepieces deploy script to generate our environment variables. So we'll type in sh tools/deploy.sh and hit enter. This process completes quickly. Let's take a look at the environment variables it created. The deploy script created a hidden file named .env. Let's take a look inside of it. I prefer nano, so we'll type nano.env and hit enter. For the most part, there isn't anything that we need to change here. Your secrets and keys were generated automatically when we ran the script. My information here is for demo purposes for this video. These aren't my production secrets and keys, and you should remember to keep things like this private. Alright, moving on to the actual creation of the containers. We'll hit Ctrl+X to leave this since we didn't make any changes. Back at the command line, to create our containers, we'll type docker compose -p activepieces up -d and hit enter. Docker Compose will now pull down the containers and build them out on our host. This process can take a while depending on your internet connection and the system you're setting these up on, so let it take its time to finish. Okay, with that, the installation is complete, and we can check to make sure our containers are up and running by typing docker ps and hitting enter. And there we see our 3 containers have a status of up. Right on. Let's hit the web GUI now and start playing with Activepieces. Alright, here we are, first time access of our freshly installed Activepieces. Our first stop here is to create an account on our install. I'll do that now. And here we are, first time login to Activepieces.
Let's talk about the simple automation I'm going to create with you in this video. We have a Discord server, which you should absolutely join, by the way. When we release videos on YouTube, I want a notification sent to a specific channel on our Discord server to alert our members of that new video. This is something you could do with a lot of different services already. Me6 does it for a fee, Zapier does it for a fee, and if you don't mind babysitting IFTTT, it'll do it for free but breaks every few weeks. So let's save our money and our frustration and build out that flow in Activepieces now.
Alright, we'll start building our first flow by clicking Build Flow to get started. Activepieces already has a ton of templates for a lot of different flows already built out and ready, so definitely check out what they have. There is no template for what we want to do, so we'll build it out manually. I'll start by clicking the Start from Scratch card. The first thing that I like to do before I start building out a flow is to give my project a name. So on the top left of the screen, I'm going to click on Untitled and rename this to 2GT YouTube Bot and press Enter. Alright, we need to select a trigger or the thing that we're monitoring that will kick off our flow, and for us, that's going to be a new release of a YouTube video from our channel. So we'll click on Select Trigger, and on the slide out on the right, search for YouTube, and select it. The next step here is to select what we're going to trigger on the right. For the YouTube piece, there's only one trigger available, New Video in Channel, which is perfect since that's what we need, so we'll click that. Now we need to select the YouTube channel we're monitoring. Since we're monitoring 2GuysTech, we'll type in @2GuysTech. Down on the bottom left, inside the Generate Sample Data box, we'll click the Load Data button. This will call out to YouTube and grab the RSS feed related to our channel. If you don't get back results, you have incorrect data in the channel ID, URL, or handle field above. As you can see, we pulled in 15 results from YouTube. We need to choose which video entry we're interested in triggering on out of the 15 events pulled down. I'm going to go and expand the slide out here so I can better read the RSS data. YouTube orders these newest to oldest, so the 15th result is effectively the last video on the list, and the first result will always be the newest video released. We can verify that by selecting Result 1 from the drop-down list and scrolling through the data to verify that's correct. And there in the title section is the title of my most recent video, The End is Here, VMware by Broadcom. Perfect. Result 1 is always the newest video. Awesome, this piece is complete. Now, we need to do something with our triggered data, and that is to send it to a channel on the 2GuysTech Discord server. To do this, we need to select the Discord piece by clicking on the little yellow plus below our YouTube piece, search for Discord, and select it. Again, similar to how we set up the YouTube piece, on the right slide out, we need to choose what action we'd like to take. In the dropdown, we have more options than we did with our YouTube piece. Since we're just sending a message to a channel on our Discord server, we'll select Send Message Webhook.
I highly recommend that if you're setting something like this up for your own production Discord server, you should have a private channel or even a completely different Discord server you can use for testing so you don't bombard your Discord members with bogus alerts or messages. I have a dedicated Discord server just for testing, and I'll be using it in this video.
We need to generate a webhook for our channel in our Discord server where these new YouTube videos are going to be sent. To do this, we need to hop over to Discord and generate that webhook. In your Discord client, navigate to the channel you want your messages to be sent to. In the left window pane, find the little cogwheel next to the channel you want to send the messages to and click it. On the left navigation pane, click on Integrations. Here we can see all the webhooks this channel has, and we can click the Create Webhook button to create our new webhook now. When Discord creates a new webhook called bots, they generate a default name. You can see ours here was given the name SpideyBot. We'll click the right arrow on SpideyBot, and here's where we can change the bot's name, the corresponding channel if we didn't intend to place it in general, and we can copy our webhook by clicking the Copy Webhook URL, which is all we need for Activepieces.
A quick word of caution here. Webhooks are privileged information. Keep this information protected because anyone with that link could send a message to your Discord channel even when they're not a member. You guys are about to see the webhook URL when I post it into Activepieces. I'm using this for test purposes and will delete the webhook after the video to protect my test environment. In short, don't share webhook URLs with anyone unless you know what you're doing.
Alright, back to our Activepieces. With our webhook URL in our clipboard, we'll paste it into the webhook URL field. The message field is where we'll build out the contents of the message we're sending to Discord. The first thing I like to do is put some static text in the message as part of the announcement. So I'll enter in new YouTube video from 2GuysTech and then hit enter for a new line. Now we'll need to add some fields from the trigger we selected above. To do this, we'll click in the message field, and on the left, a window appears that allows us to select the fields we want to add to our message. I'm going to navigate and select the title field first so that after my announcement text, Activepieces will insert the title of the new video, and then navigate and locate the line field that provides a direct link to the new video. Perfect, we're 99% of the way there. The name field below allows you to change the name of the bot posting the message. If you leave this blank, Discord will call the bot SpideyBot, as that's the default name for the webhook. I think we can do better than that, so I'm going to name this bot 2GT YouTube Bot since I'm a fan of calling things what they are. The last field is the avatar URL, which allows you to provide an avatar photo for your bot. Since this flow is all about posting my YouTube videos to Discord, I'm going to use the 2GT photo from YouTube. So I'll open up a new tab in my browser, head over to the 2 Guys Tech YouTube channel, right-click on the 2GT avatar image, and copy image address. Now I'll head back over to Activepieces and paste that image URL into the avatar URL field. The final step is to test that our flow looks and works like we want it to by clicking the Test Flow button at the bottom. Once the flow runs and everything works correctly, you should see a Tested Successfully message in your flow, and you should have a new test message in your Discord server with the content of your flow. And when we look at Discord, we can see the avatar image is correct, the name of the bot posting is correct, and that all of the content of our message is correct. There are just a few things left for us to do to be completely done. Let's head back over to Activepieces. Alright, on to the finishing touches. If everything is working as expected, then we need to publish our flow. Up at the top right of the screen, we have a Publish button. Pressing that will add this flow to the scheduler, and our flow will be fully automated from this point on. Once it's published, we're done, and you can continue on making other flows to your heart's content.
One thing to note here, Activepieces limits frequency for checking RSS feeds by default to 5 minutes. So that means unless your flow has a trigger based on a timer, by default, flows without timers will run on a 5-minute schedule. This means that in our case, if we release a video, say 9 a.m. in the morning, we might not see a message arrive till say 9:05 in Discord, and that's totally fine. One last thing, this platform is incredibly powerful, especially if you have some coding skills. But I think for a majority of people, you'll find the pieces already pre-built that will help you achieve what you're looking for. For example, we have an audio podcast that Brandon and I do here, and I was able to grab the feed from that podcast, do a find and replace on some of the data provided, and send a message to Discord for that. Just so cool. I'm planning on automating as much as I can in the near future, including automating sending messages to all the social media and so on. I'd love to hear what automations you all come with, so leave them in the comments or join our Discord server and share them with us there. And that, friends, will do it for this video. If you liked it, throw us a sub and a like, and if you have a beef with anything I've said here, let me know in the comments below. Special thank you to our YouTube members. You help keep the lights on, and we thank you for it. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider becoming a member or buy some of our swag. It'll help us keep making these videos. And now that you've finished watching this video, how about checking out this place over here of other great self-hosting and Homelab videos we've done in the past. If you're looking for your next great Homelab idea, we can help.